Welcome to the Life of Impact podcast. Today we have Mam Antoinette Maluleke, right?
Maluleke.
Maluleke.
Yes.
Thank you, Mam Anto. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Las?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for
I'm going
having
to
me.
read your very lengthy bio, telling us who you are and what you do. And then after that, we will start our conversation.
Awesome. Thank you so
Right.
much. I appreciate you having me here today.
Thank you. Antoinette Maluleke is a powerhouse of resilience, compassion, and leadership. A survivor of domestic violence, she has transformed her life experience into a driving force for empowerment and social change. As the founder and CEO of the Lasi Matshidiso Foundation, Antoinette is dedicated to uplifting women, advocating for gender-based violence awareness, and creating a safe space for healing and growth. Beyond her work as a women's activist, Antoinette is a proud grandmother, a role she embraces with deep love and pride, and which she fuels her passion for building a better world for future generations. Her life's journey from hardship to healing continues to inspire countless women to rise above adversity and reclaim their power. Her life and work embody her personal mantra: speak life, bear fruit, a call to speak with intention and live in a way that nurtures growth, truth, and transformation. Antoinette Maluleke is a motivational speaker, life coach, and mentor. Sure, that is a lot, Mom Anto.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Are these things all true?
Hey, I think my kids put so much things there just to.
But I've experienced you. I think it's true. I
It
agree
is.
with them. I just want to know, do you really love being a grandmother?
Absolutely. Oh, I always like to speak to fellow grandparents and make them understand whether they understand what I'm understanding when it comes to
Really?
that. We relate the same? Are we crazy? Because it's an experience on another level.
Why do you guys like being grandparents better than being parents? Because this is a common thing and it's everywhere.
You speak to any grandparent, we share the same sentiments. We resonate with being grandparents the same. It is just an experience that you wouldn't understand until you become a grandmother or a grandparent.
Okay.
You
fair
have
enough.
to step into the grandparent role for you to understand exactly what I'm talking to you about, what I mean, because it won't make sense. It is just so divine. It's God's mystery, I suppose.
Yes.
It is God's mystery, but
Yeah.
it is something very, very divine. You cannot relate to it if you're not a grandparent.
Right?
Yeah,
And I can tell you on behalf of the parents with the grandmothers,
absolutely.
we absolutely love leaving the kids with you guys. Our favorite to do is go to mama. It's absolutely. Also, you guys are safe enough. You are, I
Yes,
think, other than ourselves, we feel very safe leaving our children with our mothers.
yes,
So
yes,
thank you for
yes.
that.
It's a pleasure. We enjoy it.
And now, can you describe what it is that you do in one word?
Okay, I am, of course, apart from being a CEO of a very small, growing NPO, I enjoy nurturing. I'm a nurturer. I believe that when God brings through the broken, He's broken people, He's broken children. I'm a first stop to receiving them.
Sure.
Because from my brokenness, I understand how it is to mend the broken, you
Yeah.
know. So it's a role that I hold dearly because, when something is broken, it requires some attention.
Yes.
You need to give a special attention to something that is broken, especially if it is valuable, you know. So all of God's broken people, broken children, the first thing that they come into the space that I'm at, I enjoy. I enjoy receiving them because I can relate, I can discern, especially when it comes to identifying what it is that has created their brokenness, and I can relate. I can relate very, very well.
So the next question that I'd normally ask our guests would be, how did you get into this industry? But for you, this isn't an industry.
No,
This is a calling for
this
you.
is an absolute calling. It is. I often say that I'm employed by God.
Yeah.
So this NPO, that is an NPO, of course, in terms of worldly language, but it is an organization that it's a company that is CEO'd by God.
Sure.
you know. Yeah.
So now, Mom Anto, everything happens and you are now at a place where you are healing. What says to you, let me start a center? Because other people, the first thing is to fix themselves
Yeah.
and then better their lives for themselves and their children.
Yes,
And,
yes.
just live in your own little corner
Yes.
and avoid anything.
This was whispered to God 32 years ago in my heart.
Sure.
He whispered it and he put it there and it stayed there. And of course, when he allowed me to go through the healing process, little did I know that he wanted me to whisper the vision to the children,
Sure.
my daughters.
Oh.
He whispered it in my heart and it stayed there.
Okay.
Every human being have dreams.
Yes.
We interpret them as visions, as something else, but we all have dreams. And those dreams are visions that God has given about our purposes. Yeah. We all have a purpose in life. And until such time, you are able to know and understand who you are in order that you can be transferred to what's your purpose, really. It starts first with you understanding who you are in God, who God made you to be. And then also the process of God revealing the gifts that he has given you. And then they are all linked. Your identity is linked with the gifts that God reveals to you, that this is who I've made you to be.
Yeah.
You have a nurturing spirit.
Sure.
You've been kind all your life. I made you like that because there's a reason I want you to be kind.
Sure.
Because you're going to be a recipient of my broken children. So because you were treated unkindly, I gave you kindness.
Yeah.
I gave you this kind of a gift so that you can use it while you are on your journey to discovering your purpose.
So you mentioned that when God whispered it to you, he whispered it to your children.
He whispered it to me, and I would be randomly saying it to the children. This is what I want to do. When I'm stable enough, when you're grown up, when I'm stable enough, when I don't have challenges around me and issues, when I'm able to breathe one day, I want to start an NPO that can center women and accommodate women and be able to provide solace for them.
Sure.
Little did I know that my words, as I was saying it to them, God was also putting it in their hearts.
Sure.
So it is, for me, it's a miracle. It's a miracle because this is not my dream. It's a dream that is our dream. But God had to put it inside my heart first.
So now they grow up and they decide to join you.
They don't decide to join me because I've been repeating it as they were growing up as young girls. And, I would be saying, one day, and because you remember, we all have dreams.
Of course.
We all have, and sometimes it's even fantasies, you fantasize that you want to see yourself. And as we speak, because my girls have been my best friends as they were growing up, and we would share things with them. And I would be telling them this, one day I want to do this, because inwardly I felt that there is something that is powerful within me that I need to give it out. I can't just contain, I can't just sit. So who do I share it with? Of course, my girls, my children. And as they are growing up, then they envelop this vision that I'm telling them about, this dream of mine. And one day when it was the right time, then I heard them say, "Mom, it's time." And note how God didn't say, "Antoinette, now it's time. Do this."
Yeah.
He said, "Mom." They said, "Mom, it's time. Let's do this. Let's start that you've been speaking about."
Sure.
All these years when we were growing up, you've been telling us about this dream of yours.
Yeah.
We believe it's time. Now is the time to start this NPO.
And you were like, let's go.
Of course. I was like, wow, I am so blessed. I still felt that I would get God saying it's time, but he used them to say, this is the time. And what else do you do?
No, you go with it. You go with it. I hear you, Ma'am Ant. So with all of this that you do, Ma'am Antoine, the people you experience every day, what is your favorite part of it? I know the whole process is fulfilling, definitely. But what is your favorite part?
It's to see brokenness metamorphosing out of a cocoon, seeing people who didn't understand their identity, who didn't know, who have been defined, that they will be worthless for the rest of their lives, to see them flying as butterflies. That makes me always emotional, because every time when women come to the center, they, of course, they don't believe in themselves. You know what brokenness does. You know what it's capable of doing. They don't believe in this themselves. Even when I tell them about my story, for the first time, they don't believe it because they think it's too good to be true.
Yeah. Oh.
When you are broken and you are in a dire situation, and all you need is solutions.
Yeah.
You want instant solutions. And when I come being Antoinette with my story of saying, look, I have been there.
Yeah.
I've been through it. You look at me and you're thinking, yeah, it's too easy for you to say.
Yeah.
You know, so
I hear
it's
that.
not an instant acceptance of and believing that, okay, let me try because you say so. It's often not that.
Okay.
But I believe God always makes them stay
Sure.
so that they can go through this journey, you know. And when they have discovered God in it,
Sure.
and then they start believing in who God says they are, that is the moment where I'm saying, yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Lord, for
Yeah.
having entrusted me to be navigating your souls, your children, towards you appropriately. And of course, I'm not perfect. I know that in between there's always issues. But for me to see somebody who was, dull,
Yeah. Yeah.
then there's a glow on their face.
Sure.
That for me, it's something that I would want to watch over and over again.
Sure.
It creates a feeling of completeness.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I have really, really been entrusted with something, and I feel that I have not failed God.
Wow.
You know, that's what makes me good about all of this.
No wonder it seems too good to be true. You sound too good to be true. So I 100% understand them. So now, Mama Anto, I hear when you speak, you have a very different approach. You're not like most NPOs or NGOs. You do not receive the victim and do this.
Yes.
You don't put kid gloves on them.
No.
Why is that, Mama Anto?
Because there is a danger that society gets comfortable with.
Yeah.
Self-pity.
Sure.
To be pitied. That is very dangerous, and is the tool the enemy uses to keep people in bondage. To be self-pitied.
Yeah.
When I was empowered, when God gave me faith to go out and say, I want this, even at an expense of me saying, I have this, I have it, even if I didn't have. He gave me a spirit of daringness. That spirit was what unlocked doors for me.
Sure.
That spirit of saying, I am unfortunate, I don't have this, I have been exposed to such difficult situations, I don't have parents, or I don't have a father, or I don't have resources. But I heard God say, yes, you don't have all that, but you have me, and I have given you such a powerful spirit inside of you.
Sure.
Use that to go and get anything that you want.
Yeah.
It was that daring attitude that I had. So when people want to remain in a cell, a prison cell, they enjoy being pampered, they enjoy being tickled, taking their problems and sorry, shame. That spirit creates a perception that the person is a person's slave.
Sure.
You become a slave rather than being emancipated. Because when you are comfortable, when people pity you, they will make you do anything, even things that will hurt you. But you cannot say no, because you're depending on what they are supposed to be giving you. Then you don't have a mouth. You can't speak. You don't have a backbone. You are their slave.
Yeah.
That your dignity is non-existent. You can't tell people that I'm a human being. don't treat me like this.
Yeah.
Because they are giving you certain things that you need. So I am very strict about making people, because you need to move past your self-pity.
Yeah.
Self-pity is not creating a level of emancipation.
Okay.
It creates more bondage.
Wow.
And I don't like to tolerate it. It's like somebody who says, I don't have this, and therefore I'm like this, and therefore I need.
Yeah.
What happens to some of the resources that God would be giving you inside in your heart? Ideas that you can be innovative and do certain things.
Yeah.
You can't hear that because you have lazily gotten used to being given certain things, being empowered, being and that also creates a feeling of self-entitlement.
Yeah. Of course. Because then it's I need to get. Yeah.
And then it breaks the rule of God of that you need to be selfless.
Yeah.
When you are self-entitled, you don't think that you have to share certain things with other people.
Ooh.
Because you think you deserve certain things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Luke, we're pausing here. I need to blow my nose.
I have the best seat in the room, can I just say?
Oh, stop, Karabo.
I felt my throat tingle a bit, but I had to control it. Can I cough now?
Yes, please cough. Do you need some tissue?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
That's how I'm just like, yeah, no, she is. That's why I kept going.
What am I doing?
I've needed to sneeze a long time ago. You do
Am I?
so well.
No, but it's because it's you, Lasi. It's you, Lasi. It's because if it was somebody else, maybe I would. Huh? You've made me, you see, you've made me feel very comfortable.
Really?
From the time I came here. So I'm in my safe space.
You relaxed. I'm glad we could do that. It's funny that
We can't call the names.
Harry, no. Harry incriminate. Okay. Re tlo qala he mama again.
Okay.
He tlo botsa a question and then we'll start.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke, we're starting. So, what are you most grateful for with your whole journey and everything that has happened?
To be understanding the intimate relationship with my God.
Sure.
In my past pain, when I was going through all my struggles, the enemy made me believe that he's not there. Because I never felt him, I never saw him. Everything was just darkness and the pain. I always give this as almost like I say, dramatize it like this, that I was in a pit, in a very, very deep pit, and with all the dirt and the filth in there, and on top there would be people walking, and I'll be calling out and asking people to help me, take me out of this pit, and people never did. And the only person that did that was Jesus, when he extended his hand and said, come. And at that time, I would have been so smelly because I've been in this pit for so long. I would be so dreadfully smelling. And when I discovered that he has been there with me.
The entire time.
He never left. He never left. He's been there. He's been there watching, but he allowed me to go through everything that I went through because he wanted to produce this vessel that I am today.
Yeah.
That he can use to extend himself to his other broken children.
Sure.
So the most important thing that I value is to understand that I have a father.
Right.
And that has really grounded me to know, and it had made me feel so terrible about me having judged him in the past. To think that he wasn't there.
Of course, because when you're going through a hard time, it's only natural for you to be like, but God, yes.
But when I discovered that he's been there,
sure.
He's been there and he loved me even while I was going through, and because I didn't feel him, and I always say, and people often think of me as making arrogant statements when I do that. I always say that I know who my father is. Nobody can tell me about him. And it is the confidence of understanding the intimate relationship that I have with him. And that I cannot exchange it for anything.
Sure. So, how do you stay motivated, ma'am?
You know, is to remind myself where he took me from. I don't want to portray myself as this superwoman who doesn't go through issues and problems. But every time when I'm in a situation that is just struggles and it's just problems, because we go through problems.
Yeah.
Every human being goes through that and challenges.
Yeah.
He reminds me where he took me from. And that is what makes me never to forget. And the motivation comes from there. That if he's done it for me before, he will do it
Surely
again.
he can do it again.
Yes. And of course, there are days where I'm down and my faith is on down spiral. It happens, you know. I have discovered that worship takes you out of the pit if you are in a pit. If your faith is down, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel that you don't even want to pray because you're feeling so overwhelmed, you know. But worship, you know, I've discovered that worship reconnects you to Father, you know.
So do you have a favorite worshiper?
I do.
Who is it?
Should I say?
Please say.
Todd Dolany.
Oh.
Yes.
What's your favorite song?
Sanctuary.
Oh, wow. No, that's a very good one.
I love
I
it.
agree.
Yes, I've got an experience with that song. I had COVID. I was in ICU, in a hospital bed, and that song took me to heaven.
Really?
And I got my healing that night. There was a night where I was playing that song, and I just had an experience with the Trinity, you know. And so it's a very, very important song for me. Even the lyrics of the song, you know, my heart is your sanctuary.
Yeah.
Come and feed from my heart. It's your sanctuary. It's your altar. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Mom, and a woman of many talents, even a singer.
But he sings loudly. Have you?
No, he does.
He sings
Definitely.
very
I
well.
agree. So now, based on your theme for this year with BBM, she can be anything.
She can be anything.
I feel like you need to tell us the story behind the theme and why that one.
So our Inspirational Woman series has been our fundraising theme.
Okay.
From whence the Inspirational Women's Day event started. That was in 2021. So every year we change it. We have to have a theme that resonates with the different types of women that there are.
Okay.
You know, the first year it was Inspirational Woman who rose from the ashes of their pains. So we had different types of women come in and talk about where God has, like I was saying, where God has taken them. We had doctors who was inspiring the nation, other women, for them to understand that you mustn't think that because you are that, you don't have a story to tell. You know, so that people can understand that if God can do it for such as these women, we all come from pits. You know, the pit that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that was the first theme. And the second one was Inspirational Women in Business.
Okay.
So we had to use women who are business women, who are successful business women.
Yeah.
But of course, they didn't just happen and wake up to be business women. So we needed a story that they can tell people how difficult it was to have started a business, the challenges that they've been through while they were starting a business, and the trajectory of the growth of their businesses to where it has become. You know, so that's a beautiful story because it motivates upcoming business people who want to start up businesses, you know, small businesses, business entrepreneurs who want to become successful. You know, you need motivations like that and inspiration like that, that you could be able to say, you know, so and so started a business from nothing and now they are here. So that was that theme. So this year's theme, she can be anything. It doesn't matter what you aspire to be as a woman. You can be a pilot.
Yes.
You can be a chef.
Ah.
You can be a fat cook lady that sells fat cook on the street.
Yes.
You can be anything. You know, you can be a lawyer. You know, so it encompasses every trade in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, whether it is a sporting woman.
Yes.
You know, so and that speaks to how dynamic women are.
Yeah.
That speaks to how powerful women are. And also, women are inspiring in the sense that when they start something, when they want to do something, nothing can stop them.
Yeah.
You know, the word Mbogodo comes from that. You are a rock, you know. And when you're motivated in wanting to do something, especially if you're a single parent, you know, single parents, there is no one I respect, not because I'm a single parent, there is no woman I respect like a single parent. They turn lemon into lemonades.
Yeah.
You know, they make tomato sauce out of one small tomato. I've
Yes.
created that, right?
Yes, of course, Mama.
Yeah. So she can be anything indeed. She can be a motivator.
Yeah.
She can be a teacher. She can be an artist.
Yes.
You know, so it is a theme that was birthed, and the Holy Spirit inspired us to give out this theme, so that you do not look down on yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever you are in the line of business that you're doing, do not look down on yourself. Do not be discouraged by the challenges. And often the challenges arise from even men, if I may say it. They will bring you down because there is no equality, you know, where women and men are concerned. And there's this competitive nature of the genders. You know,
Yes.
there would be men who would not be encouraging women because they feel insecure when a woman is successful.
Sure.
And of course, not all men are like that.
Yeah.
Men who are priests and godly men who are protectors, who understand their roles, they know that when their woman is successful, they know that it is for the family.
Yes.
It is for the better of the family.
Yeah.
But in certain instances, men get very insecure when a woman is successful. They bring them down, you know. So this theme was spirit-led and inspired by the Spirit of God to make those women who are, sometimes you start something and you're not sure whether this is what you want.
You should be doing. Yeah.
You know, because also, you know that where God is concerned, it takes longer for you to bear fruit. You know, so I believe that this theme, he inspired it to us so that we can teach those who are in the process of birthing something great, for them to understand that don't look at the fruit. Don't think that you will receive fruit now, but be motivated enough to start a structure that the foundation is God, and you will become anything that you desire to be.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why she can be anything.
No, it's not just the theme. There's a lot of juice to
Absolutely.
it. And now, what is one of the biggest obstacles you've had to conquer in this, whether it was in the center or, you know, in the beginning of things, just one of the biggest obstacles that you were like, I don't know what we're going to do here.
Yes, sure. You know, God has really, really taught us a lot. In the beginning, when we started, me and the girls, there was a lot of resistance, a lot of resource lack.
Yeah.
But apart from the lack, for me, it would be, you know, the saying that says, "Man is not an island."
Yes.
When you come and you become a selfless human being, and you want to help other human beings, no string attached, irrespective of whether you know them or not. When you want to help, you expect that the people around you, the community around you, would look at you and think, wow, this person is doing a good thing.
Job, yeah.
But we're living in a world where when people do good, people will always ask, what is in it for them? You will always be looked at as, this is too good. What do they want?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is as a result of dishonesty.
Yeah.
You know, there are so many NPOs and NGOs, and they do good, but sometimes the intentions are not good.
Yes.
And they have created a lot of bad perception about some of us who are doing exactly what God says we must do. So in the beginning, there would be so much resistance and people not understanding the vision. Because the vision was given to us by God, and He expected us to conduct it to the T. He gave us instructions. This is how you're going to do it. This is how, and He would be giving us steps along the way that you do it this way, you do it that way. So the most painful thing that we had experienced was when we were knocking doors, applying for funding, and there would be so much rejection. So much rejection. You having to explain yourself, why you're doing that, and also people generalizing you as like any other, where vetting and whatever else is concerned. And I'm not saying that it's wrong for financiers and investors to vet. You can't just throw your money anywhere else.
Yeah.
But when you know that you are doing this not to please or not to show off or not to prove to anybody, you're doing this because you've got instructions from God. And you're not doing, for us, it's not we're doing it and there's something that we want to score. This is our life. This is mine and my children's lives. This is something that we can never go back from.
Yeah.
We can't, there's no life out of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's not something that we do because we want accolades. It is something that we do because we were instructed to do it. And the instruction came from, you remember where I took you from, the pit that I took you from. I took you out of that pit. I cleaned you up. I have given you your identity back. Now you know who you are. You know now your worth.
Yeah.
I want you to take the gifts that I have given you to go and use them to build other people, to bring them to me. Then it becomes the cycle. Instead of it being a cycle of abuse, it becomes a cycle of empowerment.
Yes.
I was empowered by somebody who provided me employment when I didn't have anywhere else to go. Without the credentials, without the qualifications, without the skills, I was given mercy. I was given compassion.
Yeah.
And God reminds me every day. It gets tired. It's very, very heavy.
I can imagine.
The job that we do is not easy. It's very heavy. But every day God reminds you, you said yes. You said yes. When I said, who can I call? You said yes. And that is the motivator. But honestly, in the beginning when we would be almost like, snubbed. So it used to be very, very painful because in the beginning it was very fresh. And we didn't even understand what we were doing.
Of course.
Because we were taking instructions from God. We were not experienced. We have never opened an NPO before.
Yes.
You understand?
Definitely,
We didn't
it's your
know
first
what we were
time.
stepping into.
Yeah.
But there was resistance. We were expecting to be encouraged. Not by be given things to be paid back. Just to say, you know what, you're doing a good job. Well done.
Yeah.
Because that motivates, especially
keep
when you're
going.
overwhelmed.
Yes.
And that's why the principle that I always share and I would expect my children to continue doing, this legacy that we're building, the principle that I would always like to see it carried forward is that of saying, boost that we get from our partners. For us, it's not even about money.
Yeah.
It's not money. And that's where most NGOs and NPOs don't understand. It's not yes, of course, we need money.
Of
We need
course.
resources.
Yes.
But it's not about money. It's about partnership. It's about collaborating. It's
Yes.
about what can I do and bring to you that you don't have to enable you to build the nation.
100%.
It's about that. It has nothing to do with money, though we need it, So, yeah.
Sure. Wow, Mom Anto, that's quite something. I just want to. What would be your encouragement to a woman that doesn't know that they can get out of where they are? What
Okay.
would you encourage them and say?
Firstly, I always say this. It's not as simple as that. I come from there. when a woman is staying in a toxic environment because they don't have anything else or anywhere else, or they don't have resources for survival, they stay,
They do.
irrespective of whether the environment is toxic or not, irrespective of whether they are being told how useless and worthless they are.
Sure.
They stay. I stayed. I stayed because I didn't have anywhere else to go. I didn't have money. I was dependent on my perpetrator, on you know. So it's easy for us who are on the other side to judge. You hear people say, how stupid can she be?
Yeah.
Why doesn't she leave?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is not as simple as that. It is not as simple as that. So the secret is understanding. It's a mindset change.
Yeah.
And your mindset can't change if you don't know yourself. There's got to be a click. There's got to be there's no amount of people advising you and say, I'll give you a place to stay, leave. It has to happen here in your mind. There's got to be a click, you understanding that I have to leave.
Yeah.
And the second part is you need to understand that you have to leave. Your comfort doesn't matter anymore. Because comfort also is a factor of making women stay even towards their death. It's the comfort.
Of having things there.
Yes. Yes. Is that comfort? You don't want to run a risk of losing.
Yes. Yes.
And also it's the fear of not trusting God. Yes. You don't trust God. If God, when you must understand, I know that so many of the women, I have been one of that. There's been instances where you hear God say, leave. But you are saying, if I leave, where do I go?
Yeah.
If I leave, how am I going to survive?
I have children.
Yes. And some children, very, very small children. Mine were very young, 5 and 3 years. So it's also a question of not trusting God enough. And then you come and you blame God and you say, where were you? I was saying that. But he would have been guiding you that you need, this place is dangerous for you.
Yeah.
Leave and trust me. Then I will take care of the rest. But it's not easy because it requires a level of faith.
Yeah.
You have to have faith, but before you even get there, there's got to be a almost like a mindset twist. Your mind have to, your body, mind, and soul, you have to then realize that this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
you know.
Wow. So the 9th of August,
Yes.
the gala's happening.
Ooh, I've been trying to find myself a dress. because
That was my question.
I want to
That
look
do you
good.
have a dress?
I'm working on it. I
You're
heard
working?
that Karabo got a dress already.
Oh,
And I heard, how many tell me that Karabo got a dress and you're going to like it, you're going to be jealous of it.
wow. But nobody's getting you a dress.
No,
Oh,
no. So I'm working
you know
on it.
what, Ma'am Anto, these ladies. And what are you looking forward to about the 9th? What can you tell us a bit about it?
Of course, the 9th is a fundraising event, but it's more than fundraising. It's about networking. It's about, extracting all of these skills. You know, she can be anything.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
see all of these diverse types of strengths and dynamicity that all of these women, even the men that are going to be there, it's about showcasing what the industry looks like, what the industry possesses, the successes, and mingling, and just to see this splendor. Because at the end of it all, it's almost like it's a banquet,
Yeah.
where God is going to be the center of attraction.
Oh,
This is not about
wow.
BBM. This is about the glory of God, honestly.
Amen.
Yeah, it's about the glory of
So you
God.
mentioned that there'll be men? I
Of
thought
course.
it's a women's event.
It is a women's event. We are commemorating Women's Month.
Yeah.
On the 9th of August, it's a Women's Day.
Yeah.
And August being a Women's Month.
Yeah.
But we want the priests, the men that God created them to be, to come and give us support.
Okay.
You know, not all men are batterers. Not all men are perpetrators of gender-based violence or domestic violence.
Definitely.
We've got good, real men of God out there. The men that we submit to and partner to as our kings, you know,
Yeah.
and we want them to come and see the successes that God has instilled on women.
Sure.
And be able to congratulate them and be able to applaud them without being insecure, without being jealous of them. And we just want our men, our Adams, to come and be able to revel in the beauty that God has created in women.
That's amazing. Oh,
Yes.
that's lovely.
And there's going to be good food as well.
Of course.
Yes, and goodie bags. But what is mostly beautiful about it is I just want to see different types of elegance, you know, people coming in looking good, you know, and then excitedly looking forward to the speakers.
Yes,
because we've got very, very successful women where the speakers are concerned. And I can't wait to see what kind of encouragement or experiences they're going to share with people so that we can learn from that, because they are absolutely successful women and they are goddesses in their own making.
This is amazing. Thank you, Mama Anto.
It's a pleasure. Thank
This
you
has
so
been
much.
so good. So good. Closing words.
Speak life.
Bear fruit.
Bear fruit.
Of course. Thank you, Mama Anto.
You're welcome. Thank
We
you so much for
appreciate
having me.
Thank you so much. May God carry you and keep blessing you, and may this grow way past you, be a legacy until you are 100.
We thank God. We thank God for the vision. I really do thank Him for this vision. And I pray that it will never be distorted, that it is Him that reigns where the vision is concerned, that BBM continues to submit to God because it is His.
Sure.
BBM belongs to God.
Amen.
You know, and He will continue running it, inspiring all of us through the Holy Spirit on how to be the vessels that He wants us to be, that we can transform lives and change life the same way I was transformed.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is it. I will not ruin it any further. Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Las. Thank you. God bless.